Hey guys, it's Kelly from woowowomen.com, wuwomen.com, and some of you may know I wrote a book called Synergy, A Modern Healer's Guide to Complete Bioenergy Wellness that you can get on Amazon. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're putting in our bodies physically and health supplements that can help us with our frequency. And I'll do my little disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Do your own research. These are just things that I like, that I use, that have worked great for me. And I just want to see you do some ideas. You can talk to your healthcare provider and see if anything resonates with you that you want to try, see if it's right for you. But we're all different. So definitely, like, I'm not going to get into diet too much because I think that's all very personal to you. It's just obviously, organic foods are much healthier for us. We want to keep as much metal out of our bodies as possible, which is why I eat as much organic. I'm not perfect. I mean, I like junk food too sometimes, but I try to make healthier versions. I try to eat green, organic foods every day. And one supplement that I've been taking for years now that I love to help to detox metals out of the body, because we're consuming too much metal. They're putting, pesticides on the food that gets glyphosate metals into your body. They're spraying geoengineering, spraying micrometals in the sky every day. So I don't see how all the so-called environmentalists are not having a hissy fit over that one, because I sure am. I don't think that's very good for the earth or good for our resources. Um, but the World Economic Forum and organizations like that, they're not really concerned about the climate or the earth. They're more concerned about controlling people, which is why they're talking about 15-minute cities and all that nonsense. It's needs to be shut down. But anyway, that's why we need to take control of our own health and be aware of what's going in our bodies. And in my book, I talk about how initially I got into health. I've lived the extremes of an unhealthy lifestyle, and now I live a pretty healthy lifestyle. I'm not, like I said, I'm not perfect. But I have been a heavy drinker, a smoker, eaten fast food, and I know how different you feel when you do put healthy things into your body and watch what you're consuming, watch the media you're consuming. It's like if you're working on raising your vibration and your consciousness and you're doing all this meditation and sound healing and all these things, but then you're putting garbage in your body, you're not going to be as successful as you would be if you're taking care of your body and treating it all. Like, that's why the book is called Synergy, because your whole system works together in synergy, right? Like, if you're not taking care of the physical body, the energy body will suffer, and vice versa. So we have to take care of our whole being, and there's nothing wrong with taking care of ourselves. We're better able to be of service to others when we're feeling good, right? So you have to take care of yourself. And one supplement I love to remove metals is zeolites. They are made from like crystals, minerals, and you can take it in a capsule form or in a liquid form. And I take a capsule every morning before I've eaten anything. You want to take it on an empty stomach with a full glass of water, and that will help to detox metals out of your body. And if you're taking any supplements, obviously use your common sense, follow the dosage on the package, and definitely talk with your healthcare provider. But that is what I do. And another thing that I have been taking for years in different forms, I used to take Ormus, otherwise known as white powder gold, monatomic gold, mana, and there was a this was discovered or rediscovered by a farmer who he found it on the top of his soil, this white powder, and he had it tested, and it had all these wonderful elements in it that are so good for you. And now people make it using like Dead Sea or Himalayan salt. I guess there's all different ways of making it, and you can take it in a liquid. And immediately when I started taking this, I noticed a difference in my frequency. Like it helps you to, it's very conductive. It helps you to connect to the source. So it's a really good thing to take for spiritual work or just your general health and feeling good. And even there was evidence in the pyramids in Egypt. They found this white powder, and they believe that back then people were taking this, white powder gold. The pyramids, I mean, there's a lot of debate about what they were used for, energy sources, and there also seems to be a lot of evidence that they were used for spiritual work, for spiritual journeys. People would go, it actually says in the Law of One that I talk about in my book, that people would align themselves with the center of the pyramid to connect to that energy. So the pyramids were about having a spiritual experience too, and there was evidence by this white powder that people were ingesting this for this purpose. And so we've basically rediscovered this ancient technology today in Ormus. And currently I'm taking colloidal gold, which has been studied recently, and this is very cool. So Ormus is like monatomic gold, and then colloidal gold is the little gold flakes that's suspended in a liquid, and I take that in the morning. And gold is a very conductive metal, so it's great for manifestation if you want to just, put your ideas out to the universe. Something really cool about colloidal gold, there is a doctor in Australia who has been studying the thing that people were forced to take into their bodies the last few years, that turned out maybe not to be so good for them. And maybe you were forced to take it, or definitely all of us have loved ones that took it, and now, we want them to have good health. We're worried about their health. And anyway, he's been studying this thing that people were forced to put in their bodies, and discovered that there is nanotech in there. And what is it doing? Is it doing anything good? I don't know. But he has found, it appears, do your own research, that this colloidal gold can possibly destroy nanotech in the body. So that's very promising news if true. I'm just taking it anyway because I like it, but very cool. And we also want to watch our media. A lot of the news, fear news, it's meant to make you believe what the power structure wants you to believe, and it's not always necessarily true. So don't just take things you see there with a grain of salt, and really do your research before you buy into the narratives you're hearing, because definitely our media is toxic. And also our water, we have to watch the quality of the water we're drinking. The tap water obviously is disgusting. They're putting so much crap in that. I wouldn't just, ugh. And so what I do for my water is I'm lucky to have water machines nearby that dispense. I use a reusable BPA-free container, and they dispense water. You want water that has at least been through a reverse osmosis process, because that is going to remove all the fluoride. Fluoride is a neurotoxin. We shouldn't be ingesting it. It shouldn't be in the water supply. It's just nuts to me that they're still doing this. But that's why also for my drinking water, I use this clean water. And also for my cooking water, I use a filtered cooking water. I use a filter that filters out everything, including fluoride. So if you're using a water filter, a lot of them don't take out a lot. They don't take out fluoride. So you want to make sure you have a really good one that removes fluoride, and you may have to do your research to find that. But I do filter my cooking water as well, because think about how much metal is in your tap water, and then you're just cooking with that. It's, you can really get a lot of contaminants in the body that way. So I filter my cooking water too. And then for my drinking water, I take the clean filtered water and I up the ante by, this is an orgone energy charging plate. I make these and sell them in my Etsy shop. And this emits scalar energy, and it actually activates when you put your water bottle on top of this. It activates this energy into the water. So you're putting life force scalar energy into your water, and if you freeze the water, you can actually see the energy. It's pretty cool. And what that does, Dr. Glenn Ryan has done studies on scalar energy. Orgone energy is a type of scalar energy, and it shows that scalar energy gets the cells moving to promote healing. And they've done studies on blood next to orgone energy and blood without, and the blood next to the orgone energy was much healthier. So think of all the unknown health benefits to activating your water with this. I know it makes the water taste a lot better, and I feel amazing. So I hope that helps you guys today. And if you want to learn more, I would definitely get my book. And you can go to my website, wuwwoman.com, and sign up for the newsletter there. Thank you guys.